In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a single strand titanium musky leader. To make a single strand titanium musky leader, you need 4 materials. You're going to need the titanium wire. In this case, I have 75-pound titanium wire. You're going to need a swivel. In this case, I'm going to use a rolling swivel and not a ball bearing swivel. I'll explain why as I make it. You're going to need a snap or a solid ring to connect your lure to the leader, and you're going to need leader sleeves. And again, one note on the leader sleeves is make sure you match the size of the leader sleeves listed here in the top corner with the exact size of the fishing wire. They're all different. The titanium wire is very thin. In this case, I have 0.047 inches leader sleeves. That's size 2 with 75-pound test wire. Okay, and the one tool I'm going to use again is just a hand crimper. All right, now that I've outlined what we need here, I'll just get started with preparing the materials. There's only one step, and that's cutting our wire to your desired length. In this case, I like to use these leaders for shorter jerk baits. So I'll cut that about 10 inches to give myself a bit of room there. And the first step is going to be to attach the rolling swivel. Now, the reason I select a rolling swivel instead of a ball bearing swivel is because I go as small as I can on these. The titanium wire is much thinner than 7-strand wire or than sort of the single strand heavier wire, so it's flexible, but it's very thin. So I like to use the smallest hardware as I can, so when the leader's in the water, it doesn't interfere with the way that the lure runs, or it doesn't get fouled in the front hooks of the leader. Okay, so now that I have the leader on, I put on just thread on my leader sleeve, just like so. And the next thing I'm going to do is bend over this running end, run it through the leader sleeve, just feed it all the way down. You have a small loop with the barrel swivel. Now again, the tag end, you just have to fiddle with it and adjust slightly so it's just poking out by less than a millimeter, enough that you can see that it's all the way through the leader sleeve, but not so much that it's going to get foul on your line. So now that that's all the way through and I have a small loop just like so, I use the hand crimper to crimp on the leader sleeve. I'll be using the smallest notch on the hand crimper, and again crimping on the center of the leader sleeve. There we go. Hold that down. Oh, and it's crimped and good to go. And then we'll be putting on the snap end. The first step is to thread through the second leader sleeve. So you just slide that on. Now, this end of the snap, feed the tag end back through. It's not too hard to work with, it's pretty flexible. And run it down till we're about like this. That's what I'm looking for, small little hole there. Now that I have it just the way I want it, again, middle of the crimper, smallest setting, hold it down, and it's crimped and good to go. Just inspect my crimps there, and there you have it. A single strand titanium musky leader. One thing that I did mention is I'll go as light as I can on the hardware on this, or as light as I'm comfortable, just because I find that the heavier hardware tends to interfere with the lure. You can double crimp these. I don't. Some people are more comfortable. It's just the exact same process using 2 leader sleeves instead of 1. I've always used 1 in this hand crimper, and I've never broken a leader even trying to, pull my lure off a log on the bottom when I've hooked something when I have a snag. Anyway, there you go.